Yes, you will be belching forever on this podcast.
I wish I had one queued up and ready.
There are people that can like burp and fart on command, and I'm like, if I tried to do either of those on command, there would probably be projectiles coming out of my body.
Same, same.
Yeah, it would not be fun.
I I think Madison can burp on command, but I feel
We'll
like I'd
have
shit
to
my
have
pants
her.
if I tried to fart on command.
Yeah. Well, and they you know what they say, don't trust a fart because it might be shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Um, but we
Hey,
should. Hello, hi everyone. Welcome back to our podcast, Educate Me Papa with Papa Poo Poo and
Papa Pee Pee.
Papa Pee Pee. We should try to get Madison to guest on the pod specifically to see how many forced burps she can do.
I've been trying to convince her, not for that specific reason, but just I feel like it would be fun to have her on.
Yeah.
I think she'd
If it
be a
was
good
that
addition.
specific, yes, she definitely would be. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
You're good.
Um, she would be a great addition, but if it was already specifically for that reason, I would have been like, that's very specific. And
Hmm.
how did you get on that topic other than the fact that you burped right before we started recording? I don't understand, but
Yeah.
yeah.
So how are we doing?
How is everyone feeling? Are we
How is
doing
everybody
good this
doing?
week? Did you
That's good.
enjoy
That's good.
Yeah. Did you enjoy our last two episodes? I hope you learned about menstruation and current events.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, hello everyone. How are we doing? How are we feeling? How are you, Haley?
I feel like my brain is leaking out of my ears.
I hate that.
I've worked 8 days straight now, which is fine, but I'm tired.
But as the lead,
Yeah.
which makes it much more like mentally intense.
Yeah. It had to be done though because there weren't any other options and
Mhm.
you know, I can handle it. It's just a little tough, but yeah, my the other lead had some issues come up with her health and she needed to take some time off and she would do it for me in a second, so of
I
course
was
I'm going to do it
think
for
I was
her.
thinking like she would do it for you. But
Oh, for sure.
I just wanted to let you know. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little taller. Doesn't leave you lonely when I'm alone. What doesn't kill you makes a fighter, fighter. Just me, myself, and I. That wasn't the right. I just conglommed so many different parts of that song, but
Conglomed.
yeah, it was a conglomeration. So I'm gonna make conglomed a past tense verb.
Yes.
Yes.
How you doing?
Good. Lots going on in my life per usual. I mean, I always feel like I'm busy, and sometimes it's busy doing things that I'm thoroughly enjoying, and then other times it's things being busy doing things I need to do, which is okay too. Um, but I'm just kind of wondering like when am I going to feel like I'm actually getting a break?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. I think you should probably
But
set some time aside, like a day or two. Just be like, nobody talk to me, nobody look at me. I am taking a breather.
yeah, it's really hard for me because feel like there are a lot of people counting on me and leaning on me, which is okay. I don't mind being the support for people. Um, but sometimes I do think like, okay, so what am I leaning on while everyone else is leaning on me?
Yeah, you can only do so much.
Yeah. So I'm trying to do it in doses while also still being supportive and doing what I need to do, but I felt like this my whole life.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know if I said this on the show before, but there's that song. I can't remember who it's by, but it's called Supergirl, and I think it's from the movie Ice Princess. And the line, like the big line in it is like, I'm Supergirl and I'm here to save the world, but I want to know who's going to save me.
Yeah.
And like sometimes I just listen to that song and I'm like, yep, yep. which is I feel like I was kind of designed for it. It's just who I am, and I don't mind it, but it feels like it's been in a very large dose lately.
Hmm.
So that just makes it harder, and also I'm not very good at leaning on other people. Um cuz I'm supposed to be the rock, you know?
Yeah.
So
Can't always be
I'm
that way, though.
no. So I'm feeling okay, but also just like time is passing incredibly fast, but I don't necessarily feel like I know what's happening during it. I'm kind of going through the motions. So
Uh-huh.
maybe, yeah, I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
okay, you know. I don't know. It's just like a weird feeling.
It something I was thinking about, like sometimes I'll go back and like I used to listen to our show like a lot more than I do now. Like I still enjoy it, but I just kind of like went off to different podcasts for a while, but I was listening to some of our older ones a few weeks ago, and it's so cool and so like I don't it's like kind of trippy to like go back and listen to myself like 6 months ago
Mhm.
and be able to like hear how tired I am in my voice and be like, I'm not that way anymore. I thought I'd be there forever. Like, this is all documented. I don't know. I just really
Mhm.
like that we do this.
Yeah,
Um, yeah,
me
it's
too.
nice.
Maybe I'll do that. That's a good idea. See how things have changed. I
Hmm.
don't know though. I feel like more than there haven't been a lot of things that have changed because I tend to do this thing where once one thing's off my plate, I take something else on. Um, it's just how I've always been. I'm trying to do that less, but I think I'm getting better at handling it and also like doing more things that I want to. Like I told you before we started recording that I was gaming with Chloe earlier, and like sometimes it's hard to do that because I'm like, well, I'm not taking care of things that I need to take care of. Well,
Yeah,
what's so urgent at that moment?
yeah,
You know, that I can't just sit here and enjoy playing a video game with my little sibling. It's like
right.
nothing. I need to, and then I actually have to, I'm trying to learn how to actually just sit and enjoy things and not constantly be thinking about the other things I quote unquote should be doing, but also being
Hmm.
medicated for ADHD has helped with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird because I went, I don't, I might have told you this and I can't remember if it was on the pod or not, but Um, when Chloe got their most recent tattoo, I went with them, and the tattoo artist that did it for them, we actually went to school together. And there's another tattoo artist at that shop that we went to school with as well, and we used to work together as well. And I hadn't seen him in a while, and he was like, "How are you doing?" And I looked at him and I go, "I'm doing well. I'm content." And I was like, "That is the weirdest thing to be able to say that and have that
Hmm.
actual feeling. It's not like where you just say, I'm good and you're not. It's like, even though life is consistently throwing shit at me, I'm still okay.
Did you see Elise Myers posted a video of her like you saw that? You mentioned that and it made me think of that video. It was
Hmm.
so beautiful.
It was. I
You
could have
should add
bawled
it
and
into the video
that's a
so
good
people can see it.
idea. Yes, I'm
Hmm.
definitely going to do that.
It
That's
was
a really
really
good
cute.
idea.
It's coming together. It's really happening. I'm really doing it. And it's snowing. This is the best day. I love being alive. You wanna know what's crazy? Okay, one second. How do I articulate what I'm feeling? You can go from like not wanting to wake up in the morning, and then all of a sudden you start to cry at the snow and you say you're happy to be alive. And you really, really mean it. And now I'm making sweaters. I just think that's really beautiful. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, well.
But for the people who don't watch the YouTube, it's basically a video of her seeing that it's snowing outside, and then she says, "I love being alive," and then she realizes that she actually meant what she said when she said she loves being alive, and it's like, wow, never thought I'd be here.
And she's such a wonderful human that, first of all, when she started crocheting and posting about it, I about shit my pants. I'm like, I have something in common other than mental illness with Elise Myers. And she just really is like one of those like shining lights of a human. And it's crazy to know some of what she's gone through in her life, to know that she's still like that for all of us. And then to see her
Hmm.
feel that herself, like kind of what we're feeling towards her, is like, wow, you deserve that. And it is. I mean, I've had other moments like that in my life, but it was more about things that were happening and feeling happy
Uh-huh.
about moments, but not necessarily feeling that contentness, you know?
Yeah. Yeah,
And
definitely.
I'm sorry, I have more to add. I think I've said this to you and I might have said it on the show, but I feel like my entire life I've been striving to reach a certain goal. And that goal would ultimately bring me happiness. And when I really because I knew happiness, quote unquote, wasn't a destination, it's a journey. But um
Blah, blah, blah.
I knew that there was truth in that, but I didn't quite understand it. And when I got older and finally like got settled, I'd say it's probably when we moved into this house and I felt that safety of owning my own home and having my own
Mhm.
space, and also, working on things in general with Megan and having a really good partner, that I started to feel like happiness really wasn't that destination or that goal, or I didn't have to have this or look this way or have that body or have that job or whatever. That happiness is whatever I find in my day-to-day life. So
Yeah.
when my dogs do something silly, or when I'm walking through my house and it dawns on me again that this is my house, and if I wanted to turn and like paint the wall I could, and just those little things. And I don't know how I changed that mindset. It kind of just happened, but having that mindset has been really good for me overall.
Yeah, I agree. I
Yeah.
think I kind of have gotten into that mindset too
It's nice, isn't it?
in the last few. It is nice.
Yeah.
Just being content. Like things
Mhm.
aren't perfect, but I'm okay with that, you know?
Right. And stressful things aren't the end of the fucking world because, I have childhood trauma, and when you're a kid, things are already out of your control. But when you're told that you're supposed to be able to control your emotions, but then things happen that feel like they're the end of the world and you don't understand why you feel that way, but you don't have anywhere to turn to,
Mm,
you can't understand it. So gaining knowledge and just getting older and kind of developing myself more, I was able to see that, okay, X happened. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. We'll figure it out. And not, I mean, I hope everyone can reach that point sometime, but I will also say I'm very privileged because I do have assistance from other people if I need it. I have people I can turn to if I need someone to loan me money. If, all of a sudden something happened and we needed somewhere to live, can you hear that?
yeah.
Excuse me, ma'am. She goes, sorry. Um, I have that, and not everyone does, but it's just, I don't know, it's nice not needing that until it's like I don't know. I don't feel like I feel like I'm very self-sustaining, but I also have fallback options if I need them. And yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm sorry. This has been a very long rant.
You're fine.
I put you to sleep.
No, you didn't.
Or is it
I
the
was
bear?
already asleep.
This is
It's
Haley,
life.
just sleep talking,
Yeah.
carrying on a full comprehensive conversation. Coherent,
Yeah.
that's the word I was looking for. But
Close enough. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's kind of like a mellow day. I'm
Yeah,
hoping the
definitely.
mellowness is good for all of you because last time we recorded, we were not very mellow, and the time before that, we were definitely not mellow at all.
No, it was chaotic.
Yeah. Yeah. Haley had not worked 8 days straight at that point. She had a lot of energy.
Yeah.
And then it transferred to me. So
Yep. Well, do you want to get into what this episode is about? Because I don't
yeah.
know.
I know you don't. So today I'm going to be educating you and everyone else about another cryptid. So the cryptid I've spoken
Ooh.
about before was Mothman. And months ago, probably shortly after Chloe moved in with me, I think. So probably like 2 or 3 months ago,
It
we
was around
took a trip.
Halloween.
Oh, it was. You're right. We took a trip to Buffalo because a comic book store that they love was closing down, and they wanted to go for like the deals and stuff. But we also decided to go to the mall and do a little shopping for fun. So we went to Hot Topic, and I was like, well, we're at Hot Topic. I'm going to search for Mothman merch. So I'm searching. People are helping me. I found a few things, but I didn't find many. And I ended up talking to the cashier about cryptids. And they were like, "What's your favorite?" I said, "Well, it's Mothman." And they were like, "Actually, you know what? My favorite cryptid is the Hidebehind." And I
I've never
said,
heard of that.
I had never heard of it either. So I wrote it down, of course, and I learned a little bit about it. But when I did the research for this episode, I learned some more. Up front, there's not a ton about this cryptid, but it's kind of cool. And I will post pictures, online and probably add some to this video. So this will be a bit more of a short story or a short explanation, but it's still good. Are you
I'm
ready?
ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
I, I'm ready. The Hide Behind is a mysterious nocturnal creature from American folklore considered to be a fearsome critter.
Stacks.
Yeah, it stacks. I mean, honestly, it could be you. Just wait until we hear the rest of it.
Exposed.
Ah, Haley's the Hide Behind. We found them. Stories of the Hide Behind originate in logging country in the US, and the US, I mean, has some cryptids but like there's not a lot that are really like specific to the US. I mean, Mothman is one, but like Sasquatch, Bigfoot, all of that people talk about all over, especially North America. So
Hmm.
it was the stories originated in logging country in the US, such as um, places in Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Michigan in the early 19th century. The hide behind is said to prey upon humans that wander the woods at night and was credited for the disappearances of early colonial loggers when they failed to return to camp. Early accounts describe hide behinds as large, powerful animals, despite the fact that no one was able to truly see them. So,
Spooky.
the name hide behind comes from the fact that it is always hiding behind something.
Hmm.
Experienced lumberjacks and woods folk know that the hide behind looks a lot like a bear, walking upright, standing about 5 foot 10 inches to 6 feet tall. Its slender body is covered in long black fur, thick enough that its front and back are interchangeable, and its face, if it has one, is unknown. So, yeah, it's Haley.
Ew. Yeah, it's me.
Covered in long black fur, at least 6 foot tall, covered.
Yep.
The forelegs are short, powerful, and armed with bear like claws. The tail
Yep.
is like
That's
that.
me.
Yep, yep, yep. Short and scratchy.
I wish I had
You
made that
just,
face.
you just hide behind the microphone. Oh my god. The tail is like that of a French sheepdog and is held curled upwards. So fluffy and like this.
So like a husky, a little bit.
Yeah. A hide behind is so narrow that it can conceal itself behind a 10-inch tree. No matter how fast you move, the hide behind moves faster, You can whirl around to catch a glimpse of it, but it will always be out of sight, most likely behind a tree. They are extremely patient stalkers, capable of fasting for 7 years before finding suitable prey. I'm just picturing
Not
you.
me. That rules me out. I cannot
Nope.
fast for 7 years.
Oh, debunked. Fuck.
Stacks can't either, so it's not him.
Oh no, Stacks, no, no. And I love how you didn't say anything about the part that it says they're extremely patient stalkers. You're like, yep, check. But the eating part, no.
That's me.
This part definitely rules you out too. Human and bird intestines are the mainstay of a hide behind's diet.
Yum.
I mean, Haley almost did say earlier that she was eating chicken, and Haley's a vegetarian, so it is not true.
Or
Or
am I?
things
Am I just
change,
saying I
and
am to hide the fact that I'm the hide behind?
okay, we're still
The world
questioning
may
it.
never know.
The world may never know. The hide behind uses its hooked claws to disembowel unwary loggers, pouncing from its hiding place with a terrifying laugh. I feel like you would like that power, terrifyingly laughing while you're pouncing to disembowel men.
I don't know if I would disembowel, but other than that, I don't want to get messy about it, you know?
I mean, true, but if you were the hide behind, it's because you're eating the intestines, so you're just like,
Oh, that's true. That's true.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying all loggers are bad.
ALAB.
A lab. A lab! Naylab. Not all loggers are bad. Oh, God. But the terrifying laugh
Ooh.
part, I feel like you could develop really well.
Oh, for sure. What would it be? You know how cops are like, blue lives matter. What would loggers do? Brown lives matter for the bark.
Plaid.
Plaid? That's a
Yeah,
good one.
plaid lives
That's
matter.
better than mine. That's better than mine.
Because brown lives do matter. Plaid isn't. I mean,
That's true. That's true. That's that. I didn't even
you
think
didn't say
about that.
anything bad, but you said brown for the trees. That was funny. Although, do they
Yeah.
think the trees matter?
True.
I don't know. I mean, they
In
just are
some
doing their
ways.
job.
Yeah.
Guys, if you're a logger and you're listening, I'm not hating on you. I'm just don't know.
I am. I am. I hate you.
Fuck
Fight me.
loggers and your
I'll
fucking
disembowel you.
flannels. Fight me. I'll disembowel you. Ah!
Oh!
That was my attempt at an evil hide behind laugh. I don't know.
It was amazing.
Thank you. I feel like if you heard someone do that in the middle of the woods at nighttime and you can't see anyone, it would be terrifying.
I feel like I would know it was you because that's very much a you laugh. I'd be like, Sam? Sam?
Here's the thing. I think if I did anything and didn't really try to disguise my voice, you would know it was me because my voice is very specific.
True.
I can't tell you how many times I've been to a drive-through to pick up food and people who I haven't seen in years are like, "Is this Sam?" And I'm like, "Yeah. How'd you know?" Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
So,
went to Burger King the other day when we were in Brookings, and the person working the drive-through is someone that I used to work with, who was not great to work with, and they ended up no call, no showing, and never coming back. Um, I instantly recognized their voice, and I turned to Madison, and I was like, I wish we never came to this restaurant."
fuck this Burger King. More like Burger Peasant. Sometimes the hide behind's peal of laughter is enough to scare prey to death before they are ripped open. I feel like you'd love
Ooh,
that even more.
hell yeah.
Just like being able to laugh so hard that you scare people to death. That would be a great superpower.
Yeah, to keep people away from me.
Once the prey is killed, the Hidebehind drags the person back to their lair to be eaten. And I can picture you in a lair.
Oh.
So there is a book titled The Hodag and Other Tales of the Logging Camps that was written by Henry H. Tyrone or Tyrone. There's no E on the end, but I don't know how to pronounce it. And it was written in 1939. There is this is really the best story I could find that actually had like a story instead of just like repeated information. So I figured I'd take a little excerpt from it and read it to you. So are you ready for a bedtime story?
I'm ready. Tell me a story.
So Henry wrote, "Boys, I am not going to speak on the beauties of nature tonight, but will relate an experience that may be of some value to my fellow men. Tradition is said to be the mother of history. During my career as a cruiser, I have seen many strange things that are not to be found in books. I have learned of the prehistoric animals that inhabited this world back in the beginning, but the monstrosity I am about to mention must be the missing nondescript. I will call it the hide behind because of its habits of hiding behind trees. This animal stands 5 feet and 10 inches high and walks on its hind feet. It is of slender build and can easily hide behind a tree of medium size. Its body is completely covered with long hair so thick that it is impossible to tell where the face is, if it has one, and it is a hopeless task to determine whether the animal is coming or going. It has a
I hear
short far
5'10". Sorry, I hear 5'10", and I'm like, that's a short bitch. I could take that bitch easily.
That's my exact height. I just have to be prepared for the laugh. So, yeah, you got this. It has a short forearm of great strength with sharp, pointed talons able to pierce through heavy garments. When you used to get your nails done.
Yep.
Strange to relate, the meals of the hide behind are composed of the bowels of human beings and the intestines of hell divers. After this vicious animal has partaken of a meal to his liking, he utters a demoniacal laugh. It disembowels its victim, bringing out the entrails, raising them to its head for the purpose of smelling them before eating them.
Ew.
I didn't read that. I must have missed that part when I read it before. Should there be any scent of liquor in the entrails, the animal will throw them back into the face of the victim and with a horrible laugh vanish into the forest.
That's
Crossing
unfortunate.
yeah. You smell like fucking Bud Light. Ha!
Gay. Sorry.
What? Oh, that was can I leave that in cuz that was hilarious and I know you were doing it satirically.
I was,
Okay,
for
I know you
sure.
were. Okay. Just cuz
Yeah,
that
you
would
can
be
leave it.
the
That's fine.
cuz I can just hear like a dumb man saying
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
That's why I said it. Because I'm a
Perfect.
dumb man.
Perfect. Cuz I'm an idiot man. Crossing Lost River today, I found a disemboweled hell diver and the tracks of the
Peculiar.
peculiar peculiarly what?
You got this.
Peculiarly? Why can't I say it? I know what it says.
Peculiarly? Peculiarly? Is that right?
Something. Peculiar. And the tracks of the peculiarly I didn't know I was going to have trouble today. And the tracks of the peculiarly. That doesn't sound right either.
Let me get a pronunciation real quick. Hold on.
Please do, because
If you
I'm
want to keep...
struggling. No, I need it.
Peculiarly.
Peculiarly clawed feet of an animal.
Peculiarly.
Okay, we're gonna go like this. Crossing Lost River today, I found a disemboweled helldiver in the tracks of the weird clawed feet of an animal, which is indisputable proof that a hide-behind had dined. Knowing that the animal had partaken of his meal, I lessened my watchfulness because I have actual proof that he can go without eating for a period of 7 or 8 years. The end.
How do you know it was the Hidebehind, though?
And
It
how
could
do you
just
have
been
proof that it can go without eating for
Yeah.
7 or 8 years? I don't know.
Yeah.
But this was written by a guy at a logging camp in
Solid.
1939. Yeah.
Solid proof.
So you may be asking yourself, if you find yourself in the woods, maybe, chopping down a tree, how do you evade the sneaking attack of a hide behind? According.
I actually was just asking if I was
Oh,
in
you
the
were?
trees. If I was in the trees.
I know
If I was
where you stand, hiding
Silent.
in the. Oh, I said hiding by accident. Silent in. But because it was the hide behind. I know.
If I was in the woods chopping down some trees, how would
If
I
I was in the trees chopping it down.
I forget what the question is now.
How do you evade the sneaking attack of a hide behind?
How do I evade the sneaking attack of the hide behind?
Well, Papa PP. That's an excellent question. And I have the answer right here. Do you know what
I'm
it
ready.
is?
No.
According to most accounts, alcohol is the answer.
But how would it know before it disemboweled you?
Apparently, the creature hated the smell, so lumberjacks drank as a way to protect themselves.
Okay.
I don't want to get eaten by a hide behind, so I'm going to drink enough that I smell like alcohol while operating a saw. It could be a chainsaw, a handsaw, anything, in falling very large trees.
But do you have to drink it or can you just like bathe in it?
You could bathe in it, but I'm pretty sure you'd still get drunk.
Really? Like if
Yeah,
you
because
just poured it over yourself?
No, but no, not that way. I feel like it would be best to like have like a rag or something that you soaked in it.
Yeah.
But a lot of the things that I read said, it was a really good excuse for these guys out in the woods cutting trees down to fucking drink until they were drunk. Yeah.
Yep.
So there are some references to the hide behind in pop culture. In Pecos, or I don't know how to say this. In Pecos Bill Catches a Hide Behind, the creature is captured and donated to a zoo by the cowboy Pecos Bill, or Pecos Bill. I've never heard of this. Have you?
No.
And then Dwayne's Young Wizard series mentions hide behinds. Her wiki describes the fictional universe they are set in. Different species of hide behind have been assigned mock scientific names. For example, one of the carnivorous species is referred to as Cryptophthinus nondescripts. Cryptophthinus nondescripts. It's written really stupid. There's way too many fucking consonants next to each other. Cryptopsthenis.
Maybe learn how to read. Bye.
Read that, bitch.
I'm kidding. I wouldn't be able to
Send you the
pronounce it
word.
either.
I'm gonna text you this word right now because I want you to try to read it.
I'm sure I will be terrible at it. I was just kidding.
Too bad. You have to read it now.
All right. I'll give it my best shot. Hit me
Hit
with
me
your
with
best
your best
shot.
shot. Why don't you hit me with your best shot?
Cryptopisthiness. Cryptopisthiness.
Because it's right behind you and it's just like cryptopisthinus.
Yeah, that's my attempt.
I love that as soon as you saw it, you just started cackling. You were like, what did I get myself into?
Yep.
In the Silver John story, The Desric on Yandro, author Manly Wade Wellman included a variant called The Behinder, which I don't like that name. I don't know why. It just kind of gives me the ick.
Yeah.
What are you? I'm a behinder. That's the vibe it's giving me. There is actually a short on Gravity Falls called The Hidebehind. And it's The Hidebehind is the subject of it. Gravity Falls is a really good, like,
Oh, I love
animated.
that show.
Yeah.
I love that show so much. It's one I
It's a
watched to
very
fall
good
asleep
show.
to.
So you will have to go back to the one and see what when they talk about the Hidebehind.
Yeah.
In 2006 suspense novel The Hidebehind by Charles H. Snellings, it centralizes on one of the creatures stalking rafters on the middle fork of the Salmon River in Idaho. So I kind of want to read that book now.
Yeah.
Um,
It sounds
I just
familiar
noticed.
because I've seen that show so many times. Because, like I said, I watch it to fall asleep. I think I know what episode that is.
I feel like I might have seen it too, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Also,
The Hide.
why are there only 2 seasons of Gravity Falls? I'm pissed about that. I want
I
more.
don't know. It was so good.
It was so good.
They need to bring it back. Bring back Gravity Falls.
Let's start a petition.
Every episode, we're gonna have to say something.
Yep.
Yep.
Let's change our podcast name to Bring Back Gravity Falls.
Gravity fell, and I'm trying to catch it. Let's see. The Hidebehind is featured in the 2014 indie horror game Forest of Whispers, which kind of sounds fun. Oh, and also, speaking of the word indie, so I was watching a TikTok the other day about an indie band, like they were being interviewed, and I always thought indie was just like a style, a term, like you have an indie look or that's an indie band. Do you know what it actually means when they call something like an indie film or an indie band?
What?
Independent. Because they're not signed with a record company
That
or
makes
they're not.
sense.
It does, but I really was just like, indie's just a vibe.
Yeah,
It's
that's what I
like
thought too.
hippie alternative.
Yeah. I mean,
But
I feel
instead,
like that would be an accurate description of those types of things, but that also makes sense that it would be
yeah,
independent.
right. But now it has become like a term that has more layers.
Yeah.
But when I saw that and they were like, oh, yeah, but when you're an independent artist, blah, 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 you don't expect all. I'm like, oh my God, the dots just connected. And Chloe didn't. I connected them for Chloe too. So I'm kind of glad you didn't know because I feel like I'm educating people on the podcast that's about educating
Hell yeah.
papas. Hidebehinds are featured in popular trading card game MetaZoo Cryptid Nation. I might have to go buy those trading cards because I wouldn't want to like play. I've never understood trading card games.
Me neither.
I get the premise, but I don't see the appeal. No hate. Everyone loves what they love. But I would like to go collect all of the Cryptid Nation cards and display them. Wouldn't that be
Yes.
fun? Wouldn't that be so much fun?
It would be fun. It would be so fun.
And then last but not least, I unfortunately I couldn't find this person's name, but there is a Minecraft modder that made a mod in Minecraft called Whisperwoods, which includes a hide behind. And that was just commented on this cryptid wiki page that I found, and I looked and there was no specific name, so if I find it I'll post it, but yeah.
Nice. I'm
So
gonna have to tell
oh,
Logan about that because he plays a lot of Minecraft.
yes, and see if you can find the hide behind,
Mm-hmm.
because that would be really fun, and you have to send me a
Mm-hmm.
picture or a video. There
Yes.
is another mention. I didn't want to read it word for word because I don't support this person, but there is a certain turf that created a
Ah,
whole magical wizarding world that
fuck that bitch.
in one of the follow-ups there is a reference to the hide behind. But that's all I want to say about it, because fuck that bitch, and she doesn't deserve any more money.
Yeah.
And for anyone who doesn't know, a TERF is a trans exclusionary radical feminist, and we don't vibe with that around here. So
I love what that bitch created, but I don't like her. So
it's so fucking disappointing, because if
it
there's
is.
one thing I know about myself, it's that I love anything magic, fantasy, all that stuff, because it's like it's really escapey. And although I never read the books, because when I was a kid I was more into like child and teen romance books, which is kind of weird, but I was very much like a YA
That's not
reader.
weird.
Well,
Yeah.
the way I said child romance is kind of weird. Um
Oh, excuse that burp.
no, it's going to be in the song at the beginning. It's just going to be but like the fact that she made that whole wonderful place and basically shaped a whole generation of people and continues to, but then decides to be a turf. I'm pretty sure she's anti Semitic. I know she's a racist. Overall, just a piece of shit human
Probably
being.
everything, yeah.
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 Like,
Gross.
but of course, she waits to say something until she's already got her billions, so. Okay. I think that fixed it.
Yep, that's much better.
Weird. It looks so different now, but. Anyways, that was the hide behind. And yeah,
Thank you for
just check
educating
behind you.
us.
You're welcome.
That's spooky cryptid.
It is a very spooky cryptid, and I would like to do more cryptids, but I just had the hide behind on my mind, so I figured why not talk about it.
Yeah.
But I would like to
Yeah,
hear
that's
what.
that's one I've never heard of before. Also, I wanted to say I noticed um this is our 40th episode.
I know when you invited me to the studio and it said 40, I was like, shit, I didn't do anything special. But for 50, I think 50 is more of a momentous number.
Yeah. I
So,
think maybe we'll talk about it and you don't have to add this in, but unless you want to, it doesn't matter, but I think maybe for like 50 we should do something together because um you've been on all the even ones, you know? I think it'd be
oh,
cool if we
you're
did something
right.
together.
Yes, I would love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have to workshop
Unless
it.
you had something in mind, but yeah, we'll figure it out.
The first thing that came to mind was like 50 states. And I'm like, what does that have to do with anything? Like,
We're just gonna
like
list all 50 states and then be like, happy 50, goodbye.
Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Georgia, Florida, Hawaii,
Idaho,
Idaho,
Illinois,
Illinois,
Indiana.
Indiana. I always get fucked up at that point. But yeah, we'll sing you the state
That's where my
song and
knowledge
then
ends.
yeah. Indiana, IJK, Louisiana, Mississippi, Missouri, something Montana. Hannah Montana. You get the best of both worlds. Chill it out, take it slow.
Chilling out, take it slow. Then you rock out the show.
The other day I was talking to Chloe and I tried to do the rock on thing and I went, rock on! I was like, just kill me now. Can't even use my hands, apparently. But yeah, we'll shop something for that. My next episode, right, it will be the next one that's going to be the very exciting one, right?
Huh?
My next episode.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. The episode after this is going to be very heavy and very much a deep dive, so hope you guys are ready for that. And it's most likely going to be a 2-parter, so get ready for a deep dive.
Yes, I'm ready. I'm very excited. I love your 2-parters. In between, you will get. It's not going to be heavy, but we're going to have our surprise.
Yes,
guest.
it's going to be a good few episodes for sure.
Yeah, so get ready, because we're not like mentally, so
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, that's everything. I would love to hear what you guys would like to know or what cryptids you'd like to know about, so send me some messages, surprise me. But I'm ready to go eat some.
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm ready to go eat some chicken wing dip, and I have a feeling you're ready for some tortilla soup.
Yeah, I also got a piss, so let's go.
Did you like that text I sent you?
Yeah.
Gotta piss. I gotta take a big winky. I don't know. I think I was thinking tinkle, and then my brain somehow thought of the Teletubby Tinky Winky. So I just said gotta take a big winky.
I gotta take a big winky.
I gotta fucking whiz, my dude.
What's the thing that Frankie says in the basement yard? He's like, I took a fat piss.
Yeah. No more pee-pees in the car.
Okay. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna pee my pants.
Okay. Find us on social media at Educate Me Papa or at Educate Me Papa the podcast. You can email us at educatemepapa@gmail.com, and you can like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, comment, answer our polls, find us everywhere you find podcasts. But don't ever come hide behind us, because that would be terrifying. But we'd also like to say,
and I'll knock you out.
Yeah.
But yes.
Thank you for listening. 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 I'm hiding behind you. Thank you for listening. Hide behind. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. I want your entrails. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. Thanks for listening.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you so much. But we love you. We will talk to you next time.
We love you.
Bye.
Toodaloo, bitches. Goodbye.